All right, we are at Sigalas Vineyards, or at least we think we are. Oh, wow. So let's go in and check out Sigalas Winery. We are at Sigalas Winery here in Santorini, just outside of Oia. And this is a family estate that has been producing wines for years, and we're going to learn all about it today through a wine tasting and lunch.
So Santorini, it's 100% Assyrtiko grape. For a wine to be named Santorini, it has to be at least 85% of the specific variety. Assyrtiko, it's the dominant variety of Santorini. At least 85 of the grapes here are from this variety, and it's also an indigenous white grape. It gives to the wine characteristics of high acidity, minerality, and salinity because of the soil that we have here, the volcanic one.
All right, well, let's get started here. The white. And this is the Assyrtiko grape, which is a locally grown grape here.
So you want to take about a quarter size amount in your mouth, swirl it around. If you have the ability to aerate it, you can. And then when you swallow, you savor. The savoring is the lingering aftertaste, and that tells you about the quality of the wine. The longer the finish, the better the quality of the wine is.
Okay, well, let's dig into something here. So my favorite, the domades, which are the stuffed grape leaves with the rice and the meat and the tomatoes and herbs, with the homemade tzatziki. And this tzatziki looks beautiful with the cucumber and Greek yogurt, and I want to enjoy it with the white here. The domades melt in your mouth. The tzatziki sauce is so thick and pungent with all the bright flavors in there. The Greek yogurt, the cucumber, excellent. And then to savor with the white. I think it's a nice pair. I think it's a nice pair. All right, so now we have our fava with the capers, the caper leaves, red onion, and this lentil style puree. It's really beautiful. I love capers. That briny flavor with the very creamy bean should be really fantastic. I'm going to just move on down the line with the rosé, which is a Mandallaria. It's 100% Mandallaria grape, and it's called, which, Ean? Ean? N? Ean, E-A-N. When I have a favorite, I have a favorite. And this fava bean dip is incredible. This is my favorite dish so far. It is so stick to your bones delicious in a light way. The flavors are great. The capers are really subtle and soft. It's not a huge pop of brine. It's just perfect. And let's see if it gets even better. I didn't do your steps. I just went right on in. I didn't do the steps. I just went in head first. It's kind of how I am. For me, and from what I know about wines, is definitely a darker color than a typical rosé, and I love the fact that it was called, she referred to it as if it wasn't a rosé, it would be a red. So really interesting. Last but not least, what I can't pronounce, but is basically the Greek version of the meatball, is this beautiful composed tomato, if you will, pancake, fried, and then served again with the homemade tzatziki. It looks incredible. And we're gonna balance all that out and cut through that with the red, which is the Mavrotrano grape, and that is not gonna be how it's pronounced, but it is 100% of this varietal, and it's a dry, right? Is that what they said? I definitely get that spice pop immediately on the nose now. Very, an oak. Right? Do you get the oakiness out of it?
There's some oak to it for sure.
Ooh, and smoky. And do you know why it's smoky? Because we're on a volcano, and it's all that minerality from the soil, from the ash, from the lava that is peppered into this grape. Wow. And I haven't even tasted it yet. And this is my favorite wine today, the red.
Okay.
Let's give this a whirl. Give it a dip and then a sip. I think the wines paired beautifully with each of the tasting courses we had here for the food, actually in order that we enjoyed them. My favorite dish, the fava bean, was absolutely killer. And my favorite wine, the red. Really unique grape. I love the smokiness to this, but it's so subtle. The vineyard here at Sigalas is quite interesting because it is the only vineyard on the island that has a mix of both the basket type of grapes and the trellis type of grapes. Trellis is the ones that you can see behind me are grown up high on a trellis, and the basket kind are the ones that are grown close to the ground to protect from the wind, which is a real thing here on Santorini. So what's happening here is the grapes are picked and then they dry out in the sun. And that's different than, is that different process than how it's done in other places?
For making a dessert wine, type of like Vinsanto. This one is from red grapes.
Okay.
And you have to sun dry them because you want to lose some moisture to gain extra sugar concentration.
Oh wow.
Yes, and it actually takes 7 kilos of dried grapes to make 1 liter of Vinsanto.
Wow.
Yes.
This year it was a bad year for the island and the grapes because there is a problem with a butterfly. It's called Lobotesia botrana.
Okay.
It is a Lepidoptera, and it made a big problem to the grapes.
Really?
Yes.
So they just ate the grapes, huh?
Yes.
All right, we are heading out of here from Sigalas Winery, and we're going to continue our journey exploring the north of Santorini. We're going to head now to Amoudi Bay for a swim and a dip and a sip, and then we are going to go to Oia, and we're going to check that out to go to this really cool lounge and see all of what the north of the island has to offer. All right, we are on our way to Amoudi Bay. The water is beautiful here. So this is quite a charming area here at Amoudi Bay. You have really cool restaurants like Amoudi Fish Restaurant behind us. You have cute little shops and jewelry stores, and the stone behind me, it's just quite spectacular. Oh, holy mackerel, look at those live octopi.
They're not live anymore.
So you don't get fresher than the octopus hanging right here. And I think that means we're probably gonna have to stop by and have a bite and a drink after a dip because I'm hot.
You're welcome.
So you follow this dirt path that we're walking on around the cliff, and I imagine it's gonna be a picture perfect spot to take a dip. Wow, it's a bit of a hike, Anna. So when you come to Amoudi Bay, you see all the restaurants that are there, and then you follow the path and people around the corner to this private bay, and like this is the walk. Like this. And it looks like there was a sidewalk here that has since fallen in. Look at that. So there was a path here, you could see it. Wow. All right, let's do this. Ooh, hopefully I don't run into any of those octopus that we saw hanging up there. So because Santorini is a big volcano, the beaches are sporadic. And there are sandy beaches, but I enjoy coming to places that are off the beaten path, that few people know about, and this is one of them here at Amoudi Bay. And what's cool is it's not too removed, that you can still get dinner, you can get drinks, you can enjoy the sunset. Really cool. Well, we conquered Moody Bay, and now we're headed over to Kathos Lounge for an incredible sunset view, cocktail and nibble. So let's get out of here. Let's rock.
Oh my god.
So this is clearly the place to come to eat, and it is crowded, but you can't get a better view than this here in any one of the tavernas along the water here in Amoudi. It is absolutely a very romantic Moody. Love that.
Yeah.
So dinner tonight at sunset in Amoudi is the place to go for a romantic dinner, and we have a great waiter, and these people here at sunset are awesome. Calamari frito, my favorite. So we have rings and tentacles, and it looks like we have some sort of a green aioli. I'm not exactly sure, but we'll detect what that is. And of course, fresh lemon, which is key to enjoying any calamari. On goes the limon. Excellent. Look at this dish.
Holy wow.
Fasten your seatbelt. The lobster pasta. 105 euros, I know, but this dish is huge and the lobster is fresh and it looks so good. The lobster is beautifully broken into different sections, the meat literally falling out of the shell, and then all atop this linguine, it is spectacularly presented, but let's put the taste to the test. The flavor is so good, really good. And look at this.
Wow.
Huge chunk of lobster meat. And you can really taste the sea. And I was gonna say I could even taste some of the bile from the lobster in here because it gives it such a rich and unctuous flavor. Our afternoon in Amoudi actually turned into a whole evening, and it was the perfect way to spend the day. Sunset in Amoudi, great place for not just drinks in the afternoon, but carry right on into dinner. The service, the food, the view, completely worth the experience, and you gotta do it when you're in Santorini. All right, it is our last day on Santorini, and we are headed to the beaches. 3, hopefully. Black Beach, Red Beach, and White Beach. These are Santorini's 3 iconic beaches. Black Beach is the easiest to get to, Red Beach not so much, and White Beach you need a boat, so that's the hardest to get to, but we're gonna make it a challenge today, so we'll see how much we do. We're going down the coast, and you're coming with us. We are in Kamari, which is a beach town on the island, and it's only about an 11-minute drive from where we're staying in Thira, and it's really lovely. It's definitely, I would say, slower. It's charming. You definitely get that beachy feel, loaded with shops, but not very crowded, which is great. And our goal is to hit the Black Beach, which you can find on Perisa Beach and Pervilos, and I believe Kamari. So we're on our way down now to the water to see if in fact it's a black beach. And this is indeed a black beach. All right, I'm officially impressed with Kamari Beach. We are at a beach club here called Prince, and it's really, really nice. We're under a hut, and we got the 2 sun beds and umbrella for 15 euro. This is the place to come because where we're staying in the caldera in that center area of Thira, it's actually super expensive. It's all Michelin, fancy. and that's not really me. So this is more my speed. It's very relaxed and very chic, but not with the Michelin type prices. So 15 euros here, and even better, we get to try our first locally brewed donkey beer.
Yay!
I got the red.
And I got the blonde.
The yellow, for those of you that come here. Yellow, red,
Yeah.
enough said. Let's get our beer. You have the black sand, so this is one of the black beaches. And it's actually, the water's beautiful, it's warm, it's pretty calm. The hard part is getting in. The pebbles are really, really hard, and usually I love pebble beaches, but these are tough for some reason. Okay, we're back. We're gonna lay down, dry off, and then we're heading out of here. We're going to Theros Wave Bar. It's a cool beach bar down the coast. All right, we just got to Theros Wave Bar, and this place is awesome. They have a very cool palapa style restaurant up above. And we're gonna start our afternoon out in a cabana on the beach, which we got for 50 euro. Oh, this is nice with the swing bed. I've never seen this before. I think someone's happy. It's like shade on the beach. It's on his perfect dream.
Wow, check this out.
Is this fancy?
It's gorgeous. And the towels are black to match the sand. I love it.
Gorge, right?
Yes.
So we're on another black sand beach, but this one is a lot more comfortable than the one we were at before in Kamari. This is beautiful, finely ground sand. It's actually not hot at all. And best of all, 50 euros for the cabana on a swing bed with a Prosecco for each of us and a little water mister for our face. I think we're gonna be spending a little bit of time here this afternoon.
I think he's right.
There's Anna! Oh! Woo. This is nice!
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh! Theros Wave Bar in Santorini is awesome, and we are having the best afternoon. The beach, the service, the drinks, this entire experience is amazing, and it just got better with all this incredible food that we ordered. We ordered, and we're halfway through it. We ordered the shrimp tempura and french fries with aioli, and it is so good. And then Aperol Spritz, which is one of my favorites, and Anna got Prosecco, which is her favorite. Mine's a combination of the two. I'm being rocked to sleep. We had an amazing time at Theros Wave Bar, but the beach day is not over because we made a commitment to ourselves to get to Red Beach. So we are at least gonna go over there and see how difficult it might be to explore around to get down to the beach. We heard it's about a 15-minute walk, so we're gonna drive over there, check it out, and hopefully take a look. And there it is. It's not a big beach, but it's a cool beach. And as you guys can see behind me, the Red Beach, the whole mountainside is the red lava, and one characteristic of it is it's pretty hollow, and it's literally just shifting and constantly, if you will, eroding and falling. So definitely a dangerous spot, but we wanted to bring you this shot. But I guess you can get a beer, coffee, sandwich, or refreshments just 100 meters ahead. Red Beach here in Santorini is pretty cool. The red lava was awesome. The beach is nice. If you're looking to come here to spend the day, I'd recommend later in the evening, late afternoon. A lot of the crowd will have gone, and you can actually catch the sunset, which you can see behind me is absolutely stunning. So a little bit of a treacherous hike, but not that bad, to be honest with you. But it's really quite picturesque. But I would, if I were you, I would check out the Theros Wave Bar where we were for the beach. I thought that was really nice and a little bit more private and local.